All right, that's set up. All right, let me get ready to share my screen. All right, can you see my screen? All right. Let me get rid of some of these levels real quick. Get rid of this one. Damn, I've been slacking with getting rid of these the levels like once I'm done on the day. I usually have it cleared out. Get rid of this. So there was a red folder today. I think it was like jobless claims at 8:30. I'm not sure if there's any more news. It was unemployment. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. There's like durable goods or home sales or some shit like that. No, sometimes it depends on when, because like after coming off like a holiday, um, I noticed like if it's the durable goods is the day after the holiday, it moves a lot more on that specific day. But most of the time, yeah, it don't really do shit. But like I said a while ago, these are the Trump markets with a lot of uncertainty still. So there is it's gonna look for any reason to have some movement. So if orange folders could do it, as long as they got something to move the market. All right, let's go ahead and what happened? Was it is it glitching? Like is it flashing a lot? Yeah, mine was just doing the same thing. Mine was doing the yeah, mine was doing the exact same thing. All right, so let's get yesterday's low, which is 18,730. That's yesterday's low. And yesterday's high will be here 19, and then we'll get you're looking for so we'll get Tuesday's high. This is 18,513 for yesterday or Tuesday's high. And then we'll get Tuesday's low. Let me get rid of this box. Tuesday's low is 18,102. I could turn that off. Get rid of this box. These are all the boxes that Price pushed out of yesterday. They didn't retest. So if you had them drawn up yesterday, you can leave them on there. I'll take them off like that every day. I'm clearing the screen off to get like fresh lines on here. But these are still valid zones. We'll just whenever we get to it again, like once Price comes back to it, that's when we'll start redrawing it on there. Okay. So we're right here. Turn on this. Let's look at we'll start at the daily time frame, the 1 day time frame. we'll, we'll draw a line across this breaker structure here because if you look, there's just wicks that came into it. So these red candles created that breaker structure. So it's still a valid bearish area to take shorts from on like a shorter time frame because if you look here, no full body candle came into it of the no bullish full body candle came into it. So we'll go ahead and draw that. This purple. All right, I think that's all we need for the 1 day time frame. We could draw a box around this order block here, but I doubt that it's going to reach all the way up here today. So we'll just leave that blank for now. Hold on, let me get rid of this box here. All right, we'll put a rectangle across this here. And this one. This is the 4 hour I'm looking at right now. Let's draw. This is a fresh zone right here. So we'll put a line here at this MSB market structure break, and that is 18,651 or 650 to be like an even number. We'll turn that blue. Uh, 1 hour. So let's adjust this blue box to align with the 1 hour. Because like the farther you go down in time frames, the more you can keep on breaking your box down shorter to get like a more precise entry. So do that. Mm, yeah, I think today's probably gonna be another bullish day. We'll have to break through one, two, three. That might be the strategy today. Yeah, you got all this. Now, if it were to break through this here, not even just that, like this order block more specifically, if it were to break through here, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you really, I think, yeah, you really could like hold, yeah, yeah, probably not until after 10 when the orange folders pass. It probably will to take out this order block here, the one that I'm drawing up now. This is the 1 hour. This 1 hour order block is in line with this 4 hour um, market structure break. This blue line right here, this 18,651, that's in line with this 1 hour order block that we're looking at right here. So if price can pull back into here, that's a high probability for longs to take buys from this area. But we're gonna try to break it down even smaller, like on a smaller time frame to get like a more precise entry. So this order block, we're just gonna leave this alone. Or unless you're like trying to counter trend trade, you would draw like a rectangle across it. Like, let me give you an example real quick. So you would do something like this, and then you would go to like the 5 minute. Hold on, you want to make sure you get the whole order block, and then you would go to like the 5 minute, and then you would wait for a rejection right here at the top of this. This is the 1 hour order block. This blue box that I'm in. You would wait for like a rejection at the very top of it, and then you would take it short down to here. But that's counter trend trading because obviously the trend is bullish. So you will be taking a big risk if you were to take it short from here to down here. So we're going to leave this 1 hour order block. Take that away like that. This one, that was this. we're gonna leave that alone for now. Maybe let's do this. Let's just put a line across it instead of getting the whole box. Let's just put a line across it. Let's change it. So it might, but this liquidity haven't been swept at this order block. Like this wick here, the candle that started this order block, the liquidity haven't been swept out of it yet. So it could just be like a fake out. So it could tap into here and then just like reverse back down and then tap into this order block, this area here, and then go back up. That's one scenario that could happen. The second scenario is like you said, it could just blow right through here. So you always got to have like certain different scenarios that could play out before you even look to start taking your trades. So that would be one scenario. Push into here, reject, come all the way back down here, start taking liquidity from this order block and these highs and this market structure break, and then shoot back up. But now, if it were to fail to shoot back up from this order block, this is where it would be targeting. But anyway, we're going to keep on getting our levels. So let's look at the half hour. So just this. So I don't see anything that needs drawn up on the half hour because it's all in line with what we were just looking at from the 4 hour, the 1 day, the 1 hour. All of that is pretty much in line with the half hour. Like these levels here, it's basically right here at this half hour MSB. And then that 1 hour order block is in line right here with the half hour. Wait, what? What happened? Mm, let's. Ooh, right here. This this right here looks like it would be our entry for longs. This order block that was just hold on the 15 minute. Yeah, yeah. They're not taking no more chances with people making the shit ton of money in the simulator accounts. Yeah, but that's unregulated though. A lot of those firms are unregulated. That that's a bad thing. Yeah, that's the fun. No, because they could like they who is it that enforce the rules for them? Like they could come in at any point and just shut that shit down like right away, and you won't get no type of payout, no nothing. Yeah, yeah. Right here, this looks like where it will give us. That looks like a really good area to take longs from. This order block here, that's lined up with this um the high of the day from yesterday, and then it's also lined up with a 15-minute order block right here, the bottom of the 15-minute order block. No, they're gonna investigate that. They're gonna know that it was on purpose. Yeah, they be doing that a lot. I can't really use hold on, someone else is speaking. I can't hear what you're saying. We can't hear you. Yeah, yeah, now I can. I can hear you. So where there could be multiple. Yeah, yeah. So there could be multiple areas that you will be looking for longs from. The one that I have down here is that's just like the more precise one that you really want, like a high probability, and that area is 18,760 and 18,730. Like any break above that area is where you'll start to take longs from. Like that's the highest probability one because it's in line with yesterday's high plus the 15-minute bullish order block plus the 5-minute order block. So that's like the one of the highest probability order blocks you can take an entry from. Does that make sense? Did you hear me? Oh no, you're good. hmm Yeah, so just pay it. Yeah, yep. No, just pay attention to like your higher time frames, and then kind of align them with like a smaller time frame, and that'll give you like your high probability order block for entries. Yep, yep. Okay, so now that our levels are drawn up, we're just waiting to try to get an entry on. We can probably take shorts actually if it rejects here and then break down outside of here. We could. That's a counter trend trade though. Um, you kind of really want to just go with the trend until you get like more experience before you start counter trend trading. So the safest thing to do would wait for a pullback, like I said, down to this area to take longs. But I think we could try to catch shorts before it does like the real move that it wants to make for the day. So let's go down to the 5 minute. Um, what's up? Damn. Oh, that's I didn't even notice that market open right now. It just opened up. Holy shit, that's a big ass candle. Yeah, I think it just started lagging again. Me. Yeah, I figured out that it's my laptop. I gotta get a different laptop to stream. Yeah, yeah. That's all. That's no. Hmm. Um, I don't. Sometimes I'll do like short trades, like to get in and out, but it has to be like at a specific key level to where I know that like the momentum is going to push it like directly into my TP. Now, if you didn't get like a what we call sniper entry, then that's if you didn't get like a precise entry, that's when you want to like trail your trade. Like every candle that closed, you could start putting your stop loss above that candle that closed. So that way, if it comes back down, you're gonna close and profit either way. It might not hit your full TP, but you're still walking away with profit. Yep. Now I personally don't use stop losses though, um, because every time that I do use a stop loss or seeing people that use stop losses, like they'll have like the right idea, and then they'll come back, they'll tap their stop loss, and then go right in the direction they were looking to take the trade in. So what I do is I'll have like a specific level, like for instance, a break of structure. If I get a counter to close above that break of structure, I'll use that break of structure area for like my mental stop loss. If it comes back below that break of structure, I know that it's not valid anymore. So that's when I'll cut my trade. instead of using the stop loss to like it'll come like close to that breaker structure area and then it'll just shoot right back up or right back down. So I just use like a mental stop loss instead. I do recommend using stop losses though for like new traders. So let's see. Excuse me. See if we got any gaps that need filled. Let's look at regular candles. Okay, so this gap right here, right underneath this order block here, I think this is part of this is a 5 minute order block, but I also think it's a 15-minute order block as well. So it's not a 15. So it's the bottom of a half hour bearish order block. It's no 1 hour. And it's the top of a 1 hour bearish order block. So yeah, we could look to take shorts if we reject here. Let's get this. And we'll target maybe this break a structure that I just made. So if we reject here, we'll take shorts down to here, to the recent breaker structure, because that's where price is gonna. It's always retracing back to the breaker structure areas, the market structure breaks, and this is just another form of liquidity. Yeah, that would be So we would enter around here and we put our stop above this white line if we reject there. But if it happens to break like directly through this white line here, then shorts isn't a valid thing to be trying to take. Which, like I said, we really shouldn't be looking to short anyway because we're obviously in a bullish uptrend. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, because it's overall bullish. A blind person could see that. That shit is bullish. So, but like I said, if as long as you you know like where you want to get in and get out, and you want to have a stop loss place. It's okay to counter trend trade, but you overall want to just go with the flow of the market. It'll save you from a lot of losses if you just go with the flow of the market. So let's say that it just dumped from here, like it just flushed all the way back down to here. It's still bullish because it's not breaking any major structure levels to go like completely bearish. Yeah, no, I'm waiting till like we still got orange folder news, and they usually don't move the market. I'll be willing to take longs from this order block here. This order block. You didn't take any longs yet? Yeah, me neither. They're just yeah. Wait, what happened? About what? No, ain't none of my business. No, that's how I learned to do it. And I just took almost like bits and pieces from like a shit ton of videos, and I just broke it down into something simple. Took me a long ass time to figure it out though, but I broke it down. Took a little bit of knowledge from everything. Fucking brain started hurting from that. So we're getting rejection here. It doesn't look like it's trying to close this white line right here. This is the top of a 1 hour bearish order block, and the 5 minute is starting to reject at it. It's not closing above it. So, like I said, if you oh that big ass camera just right there. Never mind. Hmm. Or bearish a gap around this area that we're at right now. Let me look and see. Let me look at regular candles. Oh yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. Right above it. So yeah, if you got profit, don't be afraid to take it. You can always get back in for another trade if you want to. Protect your gains. Yeah. Sorry. Check. Hold on. I don't know. You're the brains of the operation. Yeah. So this is no longer. Yeah, it's no longer a bearish order block. It's bullish now. So now we have another potential area to enter for longs. Like if we could retrace back into here, because once it breaks through a bearish or a bullish order block, it's no longer valid for that direction. So once it retraces back into it, you could enter in on the opposite direction that order block was originally placed in. So this is no longer bearish. Well, no, this have to close. This 5 minute have to close outside of it first. It's still within it. So like once it closes above all of this here, it's no longer valid to be bearish. See if y'all notice how it was starting to this was starting to fade away and it came right back because it didn't close above it. If it would have closed above it, this would have flipped from a bearish order block to a bullish order block. So if it don't close above it, it's still valid to be bearish. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm on the queue. it's it's weird that sometimes they'll move in exactly the same, and then like other times they're like complete opposite. Yeah, you just gotta. Uh, you just gotta sometimes put NQ in a chokehold, show it who's boss. That's all. I used to, I used to be scared of shit to trade NQ. Really, it was moving way too fast. But oh yeah, that's yeah, yeah. You can make a lot of money off that too. I used to trade it myself. It's just NQ, yeah, NQ just moves a lot faster, so you make your money a lot quicker. You don't have to sit around as long as you like. It might seem like yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the strategy doesn't have to change. Like the way that we trade, like with the setups and stuff like that, you can use it for anything. It don't have to be NQ or why. You could trade gold. You could trade cereal if you want to. It works on anything. That's just the way that the market moves based off of structure. No, I'll be having or I was having good trades when I was trading it. Like I was trading it the same way. I make decent amount of money. I don't know. Then again, I don't know. I'll be thinking everything trades like decently. Probably maybe I have so much time in the markets. I just it depends. you, you just got no, you just gotta get used to the things and used to how they move. But like I said, the way that we're trading, that's just how the market moves. You go, it, it don't whipsaw as much as NQ does. So, in my opinion, it moves a lot slower. So yeah, now we're just waiting for a re-entry for longs at this point. Damn, that's because of all the shit that's going on. With, that's insane. That's because of everything that's been going on with like tariffs and stuff like that. Like gold, that's like people's safe haven right there. When shit starts to go wrong, they start taking their money and just piling. Well, yeah, swing trade. Yeah, yeah. That is a big ass candle right here. it's the it's not giving no type of entry. Yeah, that's, so I'm gonna start to adjust this. You sound like a hater. You don't like how I can. Wait, let me. What you mean? You just following the pattern. You just following the pattern. Like right here. This I can't see what the fuck is that red labeling right there. Uh, you about to get bad. This ain't giving no type of pullback. Jeez. So if anybody that took longs before it put or before market open, made a shit ton of money. I was specifically waiting for a pullback. So we might, yeah. Shorts might be safe to take then because it's running up this much. The RSI is gonna have to cool down. It's gonna have to retrace into one of these order blocks here. So we might be, yeah, we order shorts might be safe to take at this point. We just gotta wait and see where we could short from. Huh? Yeah. So let's draw the bottom of this box right here. This 19,057. And then let's go to the 2 minute. So what we could do is we could enter longs after this candle close, and we'll just put our stop below this white line here, this 19,057. On the next candle, we'll try to take long and target right here, 19,104. So from here to here, and we'll put our stop right here at 19,050. Sounds good. Let's do two. Yeah, we'll do that. No, let's wait. Let's wait for this candle right here. Right here. Let's enter here. Let's do two. Let's put our stop right below here. And then our take profit will be here. You son of a bitch. It hit the stop loss. All right, so let's go back here. Right here, if we retrace back here, and then if we make like a higher low, we'll take longs from here. Or if it breaks through it, that's when we'll short. Huh? It stopped us. Yeah, NQ hit stop loss for 430. Yeah, it stopped. It hit stop at four. What, the stop loss? So yeah, what's the tight ass stop loss? And it's going to right where I wanted it to go to. It's crazy. Stopped out right there and then shot right up. That's fine. It was only a $430 loss, which we can make back easily plus more. No, hell no. I would have smashed my laptop. No, for no, no 30,000 or did you say 30,000? Oh hell no. Nope. Nope. No, 430. $430. No, hell no. I haven't had a TP at that area, but I would scout back and forth like multiple times, like where I had like 20 something trades in one day, and my total after I was done trading was like 55,000 or 57,000. But I was trading for like 4 or 5 hours straight. it's it's easy money. Yeah, we got stopped out. Yeah, so if So I think we'll, we'll try to take shorts like once we start the close below here, this white line here. So let's do this. Let's let's get the bottom of this gap here. Just in case we break through this, hold on, let me add this line real quick. So we'll put this here and we'll target this. If we break through here, we'll go to the two. Actually, let me get rid of this. let, let me know how that works out for you. Three ain't enough. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. Yep. That's exactly how it is. But see, for Mondays and Tuesdays, you really only need the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the half hour, and then you start looking for entries on like the 5 minute or 15. And then like once like Wednesday come around, you'll start looking at like the 1 day time frame, the weekly time frame, because Monday and Tuesday, that daily candle isn't like really, it's not even that 50% developed. So you don't really need to pay too much attention to the daily time frame until like Wednesday and Thursday. Um, and really, if you're like scalping, you really only need the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the half hour. But to get like a bigger risk to reward and like be able to hold your trades like with more confidence, then yeah, you want to kind of get those higher time frames all in like in one, just to be more confident. Hmm. No, 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 never. You never. No. Yeah, because you need, even though you're scalping, you got to know what's going on with like the overall direction. Because if you're just looking at the 5 minute, it could just be making like lower lows, but like the 1 hour is making like a higher low. So what? Yeah, you're gonna get destroyed by a higher time frame, like bias. Yep. Yeah, so we'll be like looking to take shorts as soon as we break below this white line here, and the VWAP starts to flip red. We'll probably take like three or four contracts. We'll put our stop above this white line, and we'll be targeting this white line here, which this white line is the top of a 15-minute VWAP. So if we could break here, that's when we'll look to short. But if we reject there, then obviously it's gonna try to target this. That's the bottom of that's the bottom of an order block. Yeah, that's the bottom of an order block. I think it's the 1 hour. So we hold on. Yeah, I just took the bottom of, so it's not the 1 hour. Is actually that might be the VWAP. I gotta remember which one it was. Let me just go down to the time frames and see what I'm looking at. It was this, but I just moved it up a little bit. Like you see how there's an order block overlapping, like this right here. I didn't get it exactly on there, so it really should be 1950 right there. You see, it's the bottom of that order block right there. That's what that is. Actually, let's enter longs after this candle close instead of shorts because, like I said, it's overall bullish, and we'll be looking for the same entry that we had, the entry here, and we'll just look for a spot to put our stop loss. see what the 15. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready. Let me go to regular candles. Well, right here, a retest here, or a break above here will take longs. So a retest here or a break above here. Whichever one happens first, we'll try to take longs from. Right at this order block here, or right above here. We're just looking for one or the other. Right there. That's when we're enter. Let's do 3 contracts. Holy shit. We'll put our stop at 500. And we'll target right here. All right, so I hit stop loss again. That's two losses, and that's all we're really looking to take is 2 trades in London session. I wasn't really seeing no like decent entry, and the ones that we did take, kind of just hit stop loss. So let me. So if you were looking to short, this would be the area to short from. This 19,165. That'll be one area to short from if it rejects there. And then let me take this off. So a short from either 19,137 or a short from 19,165 would be your best bet. Other than that, it's probably just gonna chop around until it takes out these high liquidity levels. And then for longs, let me get rid of this. You want to look for a long. Well, let me use Heikin-Ashi candles. Right here at this break of structure at 18,876. That'll be a high probability area to take longs from. So short, look for shorts around here. 19,164, 19,138. And then look for longs around this area. 18,926. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this recorder off.